My name is DeeJay, and joining you for the fourth day in a row. Fourth day in a row here. I don't know how I got second. I guess I forgot I did Premier League over the weekend. Fourth day in a row here, our first Champions League game, extreme of the week here, and going to be a good match here today. We got Borussia Monchengladbach versus Inter Milan here today, and I actually have the lineups reversed. Actually, give me 1 second here. Both these teams Monchengladbach have actually been surprisingly good in this group. We actually cast them last week or a couple weeks ago in the fixture against Real Madrid, which they drew 2-2 in, although we're probably robbed a little bit as Real Madrid scored both their goals very late on into the match. And Monchengladbach definitely had the better of the play. And they're currently the group toppers here, as Inter and Real Madrid have struggled to put their put their mark on this group. And Real Madrid actually just lost again to Shakhtar Donetsk earlier today, if I am not mistaken. Okay, yep, there's confirmation. So let's go through the lineups here as the teams are already coming out. So looking at Monchengladbach on top of the group here, have been playing very well. We have Jan Sommer in goal, Stefan Leiner, Tony Jansch, Matthias Hinter, and Oscar Wendt in the back. Tony Jansch did not play in the match that I cast last time against Real Madrid, so we'll see how that one goes. Oscar Wendt, I also believe, did not start in that match, so maybe a little bit of squad rotation here. But the midfield looking fairly similar here as Valentino Lazaro, a new one for me at least. Christoph Kramer and Florian Neuhaus will make up the rest of the midfield there, which is normal, which is what I saw last time. And then front three here of Alassane Plea, Lars Stindl, and Marcus Thuram, and they have been absolutely lethal in this group stage. The last time we were here, Plea had a couple of goals to his name, believe. Thuram had a hat trick at one point in the group, and Lars Stindl both scored and assisted in their last match, so have been very, very good here for Inter Milan, who really need a win here today. We have Samir Handanovic in goal, Alessandro Bastoni, Stefan de Vrij, and Milan Skriniar in the back, with Ashley Young and Matteo Darmian as the wingbacks here. Roberto Gagliardini, Marcelo Brozovic, and Nicola Barella will be the midfield trio there, with Lautaro Martinez and Romelu Lukaku, the usual suspects up top here for Antonio Conte's side. So be looking forward to an exciting one here. This will be a big deal in this group, as again, Real Madrid have fallen to Shakhtar. So this group is basically balanced on a knife's edge for the last two matches as to who could advance in the second spot. If Borussia win tonight, they should pretty much wrap up the lead of the group. And for those of you that might have been hoping I was going to cast Ajax Liverpool, I normally do Premier League on the weekend, so I feel a little weird about doing Premier League teams when I'm doing Champions League. It gives me an opportunity to do teams of other leagues. And also my roommate is a huge Liverpool fan, and he is out in the living room watching the Liverpool game. And so sometimes it becomes a little desynced between, maybe my TV or computer and his by a couple seconds, and so I can give away what's happening. So we don't want to do that. So this will be an interesting matchup. Like I said, Borussia have been on fire in the Champions League. They have been playing really well. They have been getting great results for themselves. And Inter and Real Madrid have struggled. And I got to be honest, I kind of expect that to continue here. The lineup from Borussia looks strong, as Marco Rosa's team looks strong to me again. It seems like he's picked one of his best lineups. A couple of changes here. Like I said, I didn't see Lazaro, Hinter, or Wendt, I believe, the last time we were out here. This is one attacker that's been sacrificed for Stindl when they played against Real Madrid. I believe they had a diamond midfield, and we commented a lot about how they were playing a diamond. Lars Stindl was at the top of that diamond, so it'll be a little different this time. They're going with the 4-3-3. I guess they're not going to show us the lineups here, but we'll live with that. But I'm going to call a 2-0 win here for 3-1. We'll say 3-1. I think they'll get scored on. We'll call it a 3-1 win here for Gladbach. But like I said, they have been on fire, and I expect it to continue. But game is just about to get started here, so I'll try to join you at halftime for thoughts and opinions on this one. We enter in white, our away white kits here today. They are in Monchengladbach Stadium, and Monchengladbach will be in all black here today, moving right to left to start this one off. Referee waiting for something here. Not exactly sure what. I guess they're trying to sync all the matches. Keeps looking over at his fourth official. And here we go. Match will get started here. So this one lobbed forward, headed down by Inter Milan. Up, and what do you know? I was right. If they do win here this evening, Monchengladbach will actually guarantee topping the group here. So here is Gladbach coming forward here. Thuram dropping a little deep, but that one's just going to come all the way back to Vent. Gladbach in early possession here. Get my mouse out of here. This one's shifted over by Neuhaus, sorry. A little bit of pressure here as Inter take possession back. This one put infield for Brozovic, I believe. He'll knock it back. It's in to the defensive line now, all the way back with Handanovic. He'll look forward here. Barella. It's a bit of a trip here from Plea onto Milan Skriniar, and it will just be a free kick here for Inter Milan. Skriniar will get us up. No, he will not get a start. Just going to leave this one off for Handanovic to launch forward. Looked like Milan wanted to try to keep possession there. You would expect them to want to do that in the 3-5-2. They should have a little bit of midfield superiority to the 4-3-3 unless a little bit of help is provided potentially by Stindl, Thuram, or Plea dropping a little deep here. They can always have one of those wing backs come into the midfield as sort of a faux fourth midfielder. So this one comes long here from Monchengladbach. Skriniar will head forward. Good win up there from Neuhaus, but still bouncing around the heads here. Now Thuram will win out on this challenge, but a good last-ditch effort there from, I believe, Matteo Darmian will knock it away. This one all the way back from Brozovic. He'll slide it over. Is Handanovic. Bastoni has moved that one up the line. Now in the midfield, this is Lautaro Martinez dancing by a challenge here. He'll lob it out to the right-hand side. It's Darmian facing up here. Lukaku's in the box. He's going to look for the cross early, but that one a little bit overhit there. We'll just avoid Romelu Lukaku. So here's the throw-in on the far side. This will be taken by Liner. He'll look up the line here, flicked on by Lazaro. That one just going to escape the likes of Stindl there, who has dropped deep. And Darmian will send this one all the way back. Handanovic will get us started again. Has Skriniar to his right. But we'll go left here to De Vrij. Now Bastoni. He'll just clip this one back to Handanovic. Bit of an awkward ball there, but Handanovic is quite adept at handling that sort of thing. Very good with his feet. Has been for a long, long time. So has no issues with that bouncing ball whatsoever. Now here's Brozovic under a little bit of pressure there from Plea. And this will be turned over. It's Lazaro. He'll send this one back. Jansk over to Ginter. Thuram dropping deep as Vent overlaps him. Now Plea. We'll switch this one across the field to Lazaro. Looking in behind here is Liner. Gonna opt just to go back. Good reading here of the game in midfield by Milan. And now coming forward is Barella. Has a couple options. We'll clip it over to the left. It's over hit there for Lautaro Martinez, and he will just let this one drift out of play here. A little unfortunate after Gagliardini read that pass very well in midfield to intercept. Barella just over hitting that clipped one in behind. Throw in here. Jansk will launch this one forward. It's Plea. Good control here from Inter now as that flick on didn't find any Monchengladbach players. It's going to come out here to, I believe, sure it's Barella. Already a player warming up here on the sideline. Not sure what that's about. Maybe someone on the field has reported some tightness or something, but haven't noticed anything as of yet. Thuram. Good play here from Monchengladbach, trying to get themselves out. A little clipped ball here from Wendt, but well read there by De Vrij. And Skriniar can take possession once again for Inter. Decent start here for Inter. They've been in control so far. Monchengladbach yet to really settle on the offensive side of things. Good pressure here from Losado. Ooh, and that's a bit of a late challenge there on the far side by Liner, but play will continue here. Advantage is allowed. It's a great ball from Lukaku over to Darmian. Here's the early cross on the ground. Lautaro takes a touch. He shoots. It's blocked. Second shot also blocked. That one going to be headed away there by Wendt, but it's only as far as Darmian. Darmian. Back to Barella. Crossing. Flicked on by Martinez with the angle always against him there and can't steer that one goalwards. So 3 shots in just about 30 seconds here from Martinez. 2 good ones, but very good defending here by the likes of, I believe this is Hinter. Sorry, it's actually Jansk doing a nice job to block that one away from Lautaro Martinez. Now Jansk will be responsible for this clearance. And there it is. So Jansk is apparently deputizing for Nico Elvedi, who is injured. So that name does sound familiar to me. That's who was playing center back last time. Here's Barella turning away from Thuram, but cannot escape the attention of Stindl here, and he now will drag back Lars Stindl. It'll be free kick. Sorry, that's actually Neuhaus there doing good work. See good work here from Jansch, trying to stay tight. First his body, then his head on the second shot by Martinez. Here's Neuhaus. Stindl. Back to Neuhaus. Jansk. Hinter. Wendt. Good pressure here from Inter, forcing Monchengladbach to stay really pinned in this bottom left corner between Neuhaus, Wendt, and Stindl. A patient play here from Monchengladbach. Their first prolonged spell of possession. Trying to settle themselves into this match maybe a little bit after that half chance from Martinez there was knocked away by Jansk. Neuhaus. Jansk. Jansk. Monchengladbach still being forced back here by Inter. It's good pressure in midfield. It's good covering of the spaces so far by Conte's side. Hinter. This one clipped up the line here by Liner, but not to anyone in particular, and Inter will take it away. So Inter's good defensive structure here finally wearing away at the patience of Monchengladbach as Liner is the one who gives it away. Now De Vrij. Bartoli. Under pressure here from Losado. Bastoni, sorry. As you can see, maybe I'm not quite as familiar with the body shapes and hairstyles of the players in the other leagues because I just don't cast them as often. So sometimes I'm going to take a second to figure out who's on the ball. Play a drag down a little bit here. Play will continue and no call from the referee as Brozovic will send this one up the pitch. Good combination play into the feet of Lukaku, who's picked up Barella. Not a lot of people in advance of him, and Stindl will now be called back for this tug and will pick up a yellow card in just the 10th minute of the match here. It's a bit rash there from Stindl. Was afraid of the counterattack, of course, here from Barella. But if he just picked his head up, he would have seen there really not a lot in front of Barella to play. He really was going to have to slow himself down there. Didn't have a lot of options. I think a bit of a needless yellow there for the captain. Now here is Barella. De Vrij. Barella. Good ball under the feet of Lukaku. He picks out Darmian. Now back to Skriniar. Barella. And DeeJay once again. Now good defensive structure by Monchengladbach. Good move here by Bastoni. God, Bastoni again. Skriniar. Darmian. Good closing here by Vent. Cutting off that pass down the line that it looked like Darmian wanted there. This one's sent all the way back here for Skriniar. DeeJay. Bastoni. That one deflected away by Lazaro. It'll go out for an Inter throw here. Ashley Young going to be forced by the referee to take a few steps back here. Take this throw in. Skriniar. Going to move this one forward, but only a couple yards before he sends it back to DeeJay. Now dropping in here is Brozovic. You can see Bastoni in advance of him. Bastoni has it now. Looking for options here is Brozovic. Once again, a bit of a slow start to the match here. Both sides just trying to settle. Only real chance offered by Inter for Lautaro Martinez. Vent doing well on Darmian again, cutting off that outside pass, and now Monchengladbach have it back. A lot of black shirts streaming forward here, but he has been slowed down. Here's Lars Stindl enough by the likes of Gagliardini, and now Monchengladbach will have to set their attack up once again. It's Thuram. Backwards here, and it will be back in the back line. Neuhaus going to send it into the feet of Kramer, who's dropped deep here to open some options for the rest of his teammates. Vent. Neuhaus. Stindl trying to make himself available, but will not receive this one. Playa even dropping a little bit deep here as Lazaro has made a forward run. Vent. Neuhaus. So not really seeing any options here. This one will come to the other side of the pitch, most likely. So Kramer will move it to Jansk. Closing by Martinez will force it back to Kramer, who will drive a little bit forward here before laying it off for Vent. Has Kramer in advance, but good pressuring by Skriniar. Will cut off that passing angle. And it'll go all the way back to Jan Sommer. He'll clear this one away with his left boot up towards Thuram. Thuram goes up well. Gets a little bump at the back from Darmian and can't control it. It's Inter on the ball. Brozovic looking over the top here, headed away. Believed by Hinter, and now it's Lazaro. Has a little bit of room here, but there's a lot of white shirts behind him and only Playa in advance of him, so he'll hold it up here. Play it back to Liner. Now all the way back to Hinter. Lazaro. Liner. Jansk. Vent. Kramer. Neuhaus. Looking for Stindl here. Stead goes over to Lazaro. Liner calls him off. We'll push it forward a little bit. But Inter can just shift to the right side of the pitch here, to the far side of the pitch here, and reset their defensive shape. It's a little bit too slow for Monchengladbach. So they will reset back into their defense here. Jansk. Near side, it's Vent. Thuram trying to turn here. Doing well so far. Picks out Playa. He'll look inside, and finally a little bit of a break here for Neuhaus. He'll shift this one over to Liner. Liner crossing this one into the box. Headed away easily there by Bastoni. It'll come down for Neuhaus, who tries to set himself for a shot. Instead, looks for a pass out wide that's knocked away by Ashley Young, but only as far as Hinter. Borussia will come again here. Stindl. Lazaro. Liner. Lazaro looking to shift around Ashley Young. Comes back to Kramer and just will be reset here. It's all 10 shirts behind the ball here for Inter, making it a little bit difficult to play in between the lines. This one will come out to Vent. Vent looking for the early cross, going deep to the back post. Ashley Young awaits this one. It bounces over his head, and Lazaro picks it up. Liner setting himself. Chipped ball to the back post. Easily chested down there by Skriniar. Very well done by the right center back here. And Handanovic will throw it to Darmian, who plays this one up the line successfully to Lukaku. Dances around the challenge here from Jansk. And Lukaku driving into the box here. Inside on the right hand, he's looking for the cross, clips it to the back post. Arriving is Young, taking a shot here to flex, and it just goes wide. Maybe initially thought it was going to find the back of the net here, but I think this one actually just a decent bit wide. But this is excellent work by Romelu Lukaku, pushing this one by Jansch because he goes in for a sliding challenge and waits for some options. Clips it towards the back post where he sees Young arriving. The shot by Young is decent. See, he gets good contact on it, but a slight deflection there from a Monchengladbach player will carry that one pretty decently wide. So not troubling Jan Sommer, but it will be the first corner kick of the match here for Inter. And it will be Brozovic in the near corner. Corner taken. Headed away at the near post by Lazaro. Only as far as, I believe this is Barella. Brozovic back to Barella. Setting himself. Brozovic crossing. Back post. Good flicked header there at the far side. That one by Liner to defend the second cross. And now Inter will be chased back a bit. Comes over to Darmian. Brozovic. De Vrij, out to Bastoni. Brozovic. This one clipped forward, headed on by Lukaku, trying to find Martinez, but well read there by Hinter. He'll knock it away only as far as Brozovic, and the pressure sustained here by Inter. Here's Gagliardini looking wide for Darmian. He'll strike this one and he scores! Matteo Darmian opens the scoring here in the 17th minute of play, driving it between the legs of Jan Sommer, and Inter have the start they were looking for today. Excellent play here from Inter Milan. Sustained pressure put onto the back line from the corner kick that they earned from very good play by Romelu Lukaku. You can see this clearance from Hinter doesn't come far enough, and then it's just moving it over from one side to the next. It's a great flick on from Lukaku into the path of Gagliardini. He sees Darmian on his right, sets him up beautifully. It's a perfectly weighted strike. It allows Darmian to step into this one and strike it first time there. He gets great contact on it, puts his boot through it, and aims directly through the spread legs of Jan Sommer, who cannot close them in time. Goes 5-hole there. Bounces off the back leg of Sommer and into the net. It's an excellent setup from Milan. It's an excellent strike from Matteo Darmian. And this is the start that Inter would be looking for here to try to secure themselves as the second team to most likely advance from this group. And even set themselves up for a chance to top the group if they can take down the leaders Monchengladbach here tonight. So decent challenge now for Rosa's side here. They will have to find their way back into the match, something they have not had to do really yet in this group. Have had a couple of comebacks against them, but they have usually been the sharper team in the first half, and has been a cagey opening 20 minutes here, but that last 3 minutes was great sustained pressure. Here's a free kick for Monchengladbach. Wendt and Stindl standing over it. Referee in a conversation here will hold up play just a little bit, trying to keep everyone amiable in the box here. It will be Wendt clipping this one into the box. Up go the heads. That one knocked away by Bastoni. Lazaro going to bridge the likes of Barella there, and it will be a free kick to Inter Milan. But as mentioned, slow start to the game, but Inter in the last 3 minutes there had some excellent sustained pressure in possession, starting with the corner kick that was earned when Romelu Lukaku burst down the near touchline after dancing past Jansch, setting up Ashley Young for that strike that deflected out. And once that corner was half cleared, Monchengladbach just couldn't find a way to get it the rest of the way out of their half and move up the pitch. Inter Milan maintained possession. They continue to pass around the defenders, and now they may have another chance. It's Darmian open again, and Barella will pick him out. Cutting inside onto his left. He leaves it, but that one deflected away at the last possible second. And now a foul on Lautaro Martinez will result in a free kick here. And it will be a yellow card shown to Martinez. So that's the second yellow of the evening. Lars Stindl, recipient of the first one. And Lautaro Martinez will be the first Milan player booked here tonight. You can see he's getting into this tackle late as Neuhaus sticks his foot in, pokes that one away from him inside the Monchengladbach box, and Martinez ends up landing on Neuhaus's foot. Tries to sell that one as if Neuhaus fouled him. seeing if he can get a penalty there, but the referee not fooled by that one. So Kramer will launch this one forward. Battling for this one is Playa against De Vrij. De Vrij will come out on top, and Brozovic will knock this off Lazaro for an Inter throw-in. You can see the confidence in Inter Milan here, especially after scoring that first goal. The build-up play to that first goal was excellent. As we mentioned, a very long, sustained amount of possession in and around the Monchengladbach box following the corner kick. They were able to make that one work for them with a series of good passes, and now a very nice counterattack, almost resulting in a chance for Lautaro Martinez. I'm a little surprised that Darmian didn't actually have a go with his left foot when he cut inside there. Oftentimes, someone who's just scored a goal will kind of be feeling the second one is there to be had, and even on their weaker foot, when presented with a shooting opportunity, will often look to try to add the second. Instead, made the unselfish play to try to spring in Martinez, and it just bounced off, I believe, the retreating Christoph Kramer. So Monchengladbach have this one again. It's Wendt looking into Stindl. That pass just going to escape him, but will bounce off De Vrij for a throw in here. So I'm going to go backwards to Jansk. Monchengladbach looking to build up again here. So far, it has been pretty slow and predictable from them. You could call it methodical, but I think no matter what you call it, Inter Milan are happy with the pace of the game. Defensively, they really haven't had much to do besides shift side to side here and remain defensively resolute. Good work here from Neuhaus to ride one challenge, but can't escape Barella. Now 4 Inter Milan players in the attack. Romelu Lukaku dancing by one challenge. He's by Stindl. He's going to clip this one towards Lautaro Martinez. Brings it down. Shot by Barella first time, but gets a little bit underneath that one, and it will sail high into the stands behind Jan Sommer's goal. It's again a mistake by Neuhaus, and Inter continue the pressure. You can see Barella is off sides, but Lautaro Martinez, the one who receives this ball from Romelu Lukaku, is not, so play allowed to continue. He drops it off for Barella, who decides to hit that one first time, but can't quite get the half volley correct and gets a little bit underneath it. More good work here from Lukaku. Martinez out to Darmian. He's waiting for an option. It's Barella crossing this one. Back post. Here's a chance. That one just poked away by Hinter at the back post. Gagliardini had the opportunity there, but his touch just a little bit too far away for him to get a strike away. This is an excellent ball here from Barella. He picks out Gagliardini, but that touch just strays a bit too far, just about a yard away from the on-rushing midfielder. Allows Hinter to nip in there, poke that one away. Lazaro seems to have fastened up his bootstraps here, and we will resume play with the Inter throw-in. Calls for a handball. Referee not interested, claiming a shoulder here, and Monchengladbach now have possession. Hinter. They'll bounce this one off Martinez. It'll go out for a goal kick here. Actually want to apologize. It was actually Stefan Leiner getting the poke away from Gagliardini on the last play. Don't want to miss out on giving credit to the proper player. Here's Jansk. Sommer. Hinter. Sommer again. Monchengladbach trying to play short here, but you can see how many white shirts have streamed forward to cut off the passing options. This is excellent work by Inter Milan so far. Kramer just goes back to Neuhaus, who's dropped in between the center backs here. Now launching it forward is Ginter, but easily read there by Skriniar. Headed away by Lukaku. Can't connect with his teammate. Still bouncing around before Brozovic brings it down for Bastoni. Ashley Young just winning out on that 50-50. Finds Gagliardini. That one left by Martinez, but not on the same page as Romelu Lukaku. He apologizes to his strike partner here as Neuhaus moves this one forward. Lays it off. It's Kramer. Jansk out to Wendt. Playa. Wendt. Monchengladbach still struggling to get any sort of drive here or verve in their attack. It's just going side to side, back and forth. Never really getting an entry pass into a striker, an attacking midfielder. Not looking over the top at all. There isn't a lot of room to look over the top, to be fair. Inter are setting their defensive line very deep here. So this one finally into the feet of Thuram. It comes back to, this is Playa cropping up on the left-hand side. Inter. Into the feet of Stindl. Liner. Stindl. Forced back here as the full team retreat for Inter Milan comes out. Now a looped cross from Stindl. That one headed away by Skriniar. Here comes Vent. Going to look for the strike. And that one skews off of his foot high and to the left-hand side. Look back at the goal here. Good shoulder down from Brozovic, Barella, and then Lukaku with very deft touches. All to set up Gagliardini. Just puts it in the path of the onrushing Darmian. It's just a great strike. He picks out the spot, puts it through the legs of Jan Sommer. It's a very clinical finish from Matteo Darmian. Javier Zanetti in the stands here today. Happy about that one. It's a battle for possession on the far side here. Barella is now down on the pitch in some pain here. No foul's been called. We'll see if Monchengladbach will knock it out, and finally will. So that Barella can receive some treatment here. He is holding his back right hip. You can see he bounces into Thuram there and might have tweaked something, I guess. Certainly nothing wrong done by Thuram there. Just went straight up to try to win that header and did so. Yeah, I can't really see anything that Thuram did super wrong there. Just maybe an unfortunate clash for Barella. Antonio Conte wearing the hat here today in the rainy German skies. Be very pleased with how his side has started this match here today. Monchengladbach get us started once again. Certainly set up his team to be in control of this match, the 3-5-2. Supposed to be giving them a little bit of midfield area superiority. And so allows them to have, of course, that deadly duo strike partnership of Romelu Lukaku and Lautaro Martinez. Inter have won this one back. It's Darmian sending it forward. Lukaku, this layoff a little bit wayward. Lukaku's been very good at laying it off so far, maintaining possession for his side. That one forces Barella into a bit of a 50-50, but this time Barella arrives at the ball first and is fouled. I believe this is Kramer who comes through him. Yep, and ooh, that one hurts, as you can see. Just the side or bottom of the boot there from Kramer, clipping the outstretched leg of Barella. He's now been on the end of two aerial challenges that have left him in a heap. First one by Thuram, of course, much fairer than the one we just saw from Kramer. Good work here by Bastoni, sends it out for Skriniar. He looks in behind for Martinez, who lays it off for Lukaku. Sorry, it was Barella laying it off. It's Darmian. Barella looks for the 1-2, but well marshaled here by Vent. Ball going to bounce around as Darmian did well to keep it in play, but Barella going to arrive a little bit late there and will trip Jansk. Free kick awarded to Monchengladbach here. Jansk a little hobbled here. That might be concerning to Marco Rosa. Of course, Jansk filling in for Elvedi here today. So already a little thin potentially at center back. If Jansk or Hinter were to go down, although he'll hold it here as there's a big turnover from Borussia Mönchengladbach, but good work there by Kramer. He's able to break up the potential counterattack. Inter still in possession. Barella crossing. That one headed away by Ginter and collected by Stindl. He'll lay it off for Kramer. Has Thuram in advance, Playa up through the middle here, but really no other options for Thuram, who continues to motor down the near touchline. Trying to take on two, will go to ground here and will win his side a free kick. And Skriniar is incensed here. Absolutely incredulous. If we take a look at the replay of Thuram, actually, we won't get a replay. Looks like Skriniar might have earned himself a booking here for dissent. We'll confirm or deny that in a second. Doesn't look like he did get himself a yellow card. Might have been reaching for the magic spray, the referee. Here is the Gladbach free kick from the near side here. Be Stindl standing over it. Clipping this one in towards the back side, and it looks to be a training ground routine there. They were trying to pick out the run of play at the back post so he could lay it back across. Stindl's driven cross there. Just outpacing the run of play a little bit, and it'll roll out for a goal kick. Into the 32nd minute here. The last 10 minutes have flown by between these two sides. Definitely opened up a little bit after the KG first 20 minutes. Inter in particular have looked fairly dangerous here in the first half, both on the counter and even in possession as they move it forward once again. Lukaku, excellent hold-up play for him, but this time the pass actually going to escape his man. It's Stindl coming forward. He's going to look wide for Lazaro. Looking across the box, Thuram can't quite get onto that one as Handanovic does well to come off his line. Picks up that cross from Lazaro. He will quell the danger created by Lukaku's missed pass there. Always is dangerous when a striker comes back to try to lay off to one of his midfielders and misses that pass. It allows the opposition to just run straight downhill at the defense. Something you never want to see. Skriniar. Inter with it once again. Darmian will go back to Skriniar. He'll look long. Up goes Lukaku, but he's going to lose out there to Vent, and Monchengladbach can come away with it. Shifting this one over to Liner. Back to Ginter. Be interested to see what Marco Rosa thinks of this first half from his side. Of course, we'll be disappointed that they conceded and are trailing, but be more interested to see what he thinks about their build-up play again. Good work by Lukaku here. Looking forward, Lautaro Martinez seems to be onside. He's inside the box. He's shooting. Great sliding challenge from Ginter. Still with Martinez. He shoots. It's blocked by Sommer. Excellent work here from Jan Sommer. And once again, excellent play from Romelu Lukaku. This time putting the ball, I believe, through Jansk's legs here. See him drive it forward. Jansk goes for another sliding challenge. And yeah, Lukaku puts it right through his legs before springing in Martinez. You can see the excellent tracking here. I believe this is, it's actually Liner again. He gets a great block on Martinez's first strike. But that actually sets up and allows Martinez to take the ball back. Gets an even better opportunity. Drives it towards the near post. But Sommer, good reflex save there. Gets his hands up. Knocks that one down for a corner kick, which is now taken by Brozovic. That one headed straight up, still inside the box here. Half cleared. Gagliardini back to Brozovic. Now Barella. Brozovic. Barella forced to retreat here by Stindl. Picked up Darmian, and now we'll go all the way back to De Vrij. Again, good composure from Inter. An excellent interplay between their two strikers. Romelu Lukaku has looked very lively to start this match here today. Has danced by Jansk on multiple occasions. His hold-up play has been very good on pretty much all but one occasion. That one in which he played a bit of a short pass for one of his midfielders that was intercepted, allowing Stindl to come forward. But otherwise, every pass and control he's made has been a good one for Inter. Now he will switch the field of play, picking out Bastoni. Brozovic. Gagliardini trying to offer himself as an option. It'll instead come all the way to Skriniar. He'll look wide. It's Darmian. Good defending by Vent once again, trying to cut off that pass up the line. can see Borussia standing there, wants it, but every time Darmian has looked up the line, Vent has been there to close that angle. Darmian into Brozovic. All the way back to Skriniar, or sorry, it's DeVry. This one clipped forward towards Barella, but easily headed away by Vent. Stindl will collect it for Thuram, who's closed down quickly by Darmian. He does well to hold on to possession. Neuhaus back out to Thuram. Drive forward a little bit. He will eventually be forced to go negative here after taking a lot of territory there for Monchengladbach. Now, switch of play here from Neuhaus. Liner gets the overlap from Lazaro, cuts inside. Looks for a strike here. Left foot, that one blocked down by Handanovic. Think he saw that one a little late. Crossed by Vent. Here's the header by Stindl, and that one finally caught by Handanovic. The danger will pass, but decent strike here from Stefan Liner on that right back position, coming in on his left foot. You can see, I think it's a really good strike, actually. Gets great contact, driving his laces through the ball there. I think Handanovic does see it a little bit late as it comes through the bodies. Meanwhile, a good challenge by Jansk here will take that one away from Lukaku. It's now Thuram with a little bit of room to work. He's going to drive forward at Skriniar, looking for the cross. It comes poked away by Handanovic. Excellent work once again by the Inter keeper. And after 35 minutes of not really having anything to do, Handanovic has been called upon 3 times in the last minute here. And he has been up to the task thus far. Another switch of play here from Neuhaus will pick out Liner. Lazaro trying to offer himself for a pass. Instead, it will go back to Ginter and come over to Jansk. Ginter. Liner. Driving forward. Looking for Stindl. This one comes all the way back to Jansk. Vent. Up the line, looking for Playa. He'll drop it off, but that's a poor layoff for Thuram. It's intercepted by Darmian. Now Brozovic trying to send in Martinez, who looks to be offsides, but either way, the ball from Brozovic a little too long there. Jan Sommer can come out and collect that one very easily, and he'll quickly restart it, sending it out with his feet to Liner. Liner's going to look in behind for Lazaro. Well tracked here by Bastoni, who does very well with his body to let this one roll out for a goal kick. Excellent defending there. See the replay here as Thuram drives forward, gets into the box, gets this one across. Looks like it takes a slight deflection off of Skriniar. It does, as that one gets knocked down. Not sure if that's going on target there, but Handanovic can't take the chance. Instead, gets down well. Gets his fingers to that one to poke it away. Good goalkeeping from him. This is a clearance on the far side by Inter, easily won by Ginter. Now a little bit of pressure here in the last 5 or so minutes. Good ball into Lazaro. He's inside the box. Going to look across. That one blocked away. I believe by Brozovic. Lazaro, frustrated, thought he had a good opportunity there to get that ball across. Disappointed that he ended up hitting the Inter man. But you can feel the tide changing a little bit just towards the end of this half here. Inter is certainly the better team for the better part of about the first half hour. Scagliardini sends that one into the stands. But Monchengladbach have put together two or three good attacks here in the last 5 or 6 minutes, and now seem to be gaining a foothold into this one, getting more and more confident despite trailing by a 0-0. Deflection here by Martinez will almost cause some trouble for Monchengladbach, but they will be able to eventually settle it back to Sommer. Bent up the line. Good layoff by Thuram into the feet of Playa. He turns well under pressure from Brozovic. That one deflected. Headed down well by Barella. That one going to be poked off. And good sliding challenge by Brozovic will win possession back. Looks for the feet of Lautaro Martinez. He's driving into the box looking for a strike. Cuts it onto his left. Sets for Lukaku. Lukaku loses his balance a little bit, and that allows Liner to step in and poke that one away. Good defending there at the end of the day, but excellent work once again by Brozovic. Monchengladbach trying to move up the field once again. Here's Kramer, shifts it over to Ginter. He'll find Liner. Now Thuram. Stindl. Neuhaus. Ginter. Neuhaus. Clipped forward by Ginter, looking for the feet of Playa. Bounces back to Kramer, who's able to finally settle it down. Monchengladbach have earned themselves some territory once again, but there are still a lot of Inter defenders in their way as it comes back to Jansch. Now Wendt with some space to drive. Short to Thuram. He'll look in field here. Neuhaus under some pressure from Brozovic. It'll go back to Jansch. Neuhaus. All the way across to Lazaro. Liner. Cross on the ground here is deflected by Ashley Young. Lazaro will pick it up. Liner again. Stindl tried to make a run in behind. Liner. Clips it in for Stindl. Settled down well. Closed down quickly by De Vrij. Into the feet of Lazaro. Stindl. Clipping this one in, but a miscommunication with Playa will allow Darmian to clear that one all the way into touch. Be a throw in on the far side for Monchengladbach. Halfway through the 42nd minute here. Just a couple more remaining in regulation. Inter certainly the better team for the first half hour, getting themselves a deserved goal through Matteo Darmian in the 16th minute of play. Since about the half hour mark, we have seen Monchengladbach get their feet back into this match. They have seemed more confident. They have held a lot of possession in the last 15 minutes and have started to apply some pressure to Inter's defense here. Crossfield pass will pick out Wendt. He's going to look up, cross this one in from deep. Up goes Playa, nodded away by De Vrij, but picked up once again by Monchengladbach. Now Ashley Young looking to pick out Martinez with his clearance, but Jansch will come over and knock that one out. So will be good for Inter. It'll allow them to get up the pitch here. They have, again, been under a little bit of pressure. Dropped deep within their own half for the last 8 minutes or so. Ashley Young now. Into the feet of Gagliardini. Flick this one back off of Lazaro for a throw-in. Cameraman makes a bit of an error there, trying to throw it back over the stanchions on the sidelines. Hits it off the top of the stanchion. It bounces back, and Ashley Young gives him a bit of a, come on, bro. And the cameraman gave him a, oh, what do you want? I'm a cameraman. We saw that, cameraman. You can't escape the eyes of the internet. Now here's Bastoni clipping this one towards Brozovic. It ends up being Barella who has to bring it down, but Thuram has taken it away. Flicked pass into the box here. Stindl goes down under pressure. Referee already waving to get up here. Waves away the protest of Lars Stindl. And Handanovic will pick this one up. He'll roll it out to Brozovic under a lot of pressure there, but well handled. Back heel from Gagliardini will not connect with Lautaro Martinez. And now Liner can look forward. Easy interception here for Barella, and the sliding challenge will maintain possession for Inter. Finally, a foul going to be called here on Lazaro. Inter can come away with it. Just a minute remaining in regulation here in the first half. See how much stoppage time we have for this one. As you can see, this flick pass in from Neuhaus. Here comes Stindl. He gets the first touch and then goes down under the supposed challenge for Bastoni. And yeah, I think I got to agree with the referee here. Really nothing doing there. I think Stindl probably looking for that. Now it's Handanovic. Bit of a soft pass out here to Skriniar. He'll dash past Stindl. Handanovic. Bastoni. That's also a short pass. Intercepted by Liner. Goes straight into the box with it, but alert to the danger is De Vrij. He'll clear this one away, but Inter have certainly been under the cosh a bit for the last 15 to 20 minutes. You can see how much pressure Monchengladbach have had on them, but still do not have the breakthrough that they would like here, as they only have a minute remaining in stoppage time to get it. This one laid off by Stindl. Good play here. Losado crossing back post. Wide open to the back post, and scoring is Alessandro Plea. And just like that, we're all level here in Germany. It's Borussia Monchengladbach 1, Inter Milan 1 in the 45th minute of play, courtesy of Alessandro Plea. And what a goal here from Borussia Monchengladbach. It starts with Ginter here. He clips one in to Lars Stindl. First time ball to Losado. His clipped cross to the back post is absolutely perfect. Plea is fully unmarked here at the back post. Nods it down beautifully. It bounces into the top corner. There's absolutely not a thing Handanovic can do. Beautiful football, beautiful finish here from Alassane Plea, and a huge and well-deserved goal here at the end of the first half for Borussia Monchengladbach. And that is the end of the half. The referee has whistled here for halftime. So literally with the last kick of the half, Monchengladbach have brought us level, and a great first half display from both of these teams here. The first part of the first half dominated by Inter Milan, putting pressure onto Monchengladbach, getting that opening goal from Matteo Darmian, courtesy of the assist from Gagliardini. But after the 30-minute mark, Borussia Monchengladbach turned on the afterburners, finally found their confidence, found their stride, and they get the goal that was coming in stoppage time of the first half. So we will go in level here. Goals courtesy, once again, of Darmian in the 16th minute, and then Plea in the 46th minute. Hope you're enjoying the stream so far. We will return for the second half after these commercial messages. Wow, that was a good first half, guys. Like I said, good play from both teams. Inter in ascendancy at the beginning, and then Monchengladbach found their form, man. They looked shaky. They looked slow at the start of the match, and somewhere around the 30-minute mark, they kind of got it together. You could see them pushing downfield, putting pressure. You know, the attack started to look a little better. They started to get in between the lines, and you could feel the goal coming. It was just whether they were going to run out of time or not, and they just barely didn't. So, good first half here. We'll see how this translates to the second half. But I'm going to go get some snacks. We'll be right back with more of the Champions League. Hey guys, just want to let you know I'll come back at the end of the half, but I am a little bit on the clock. I have a quota to meet today for a certain amount of work to do today, so got to keep plugging away at that so that I have it done today. So just gonna work on that while I can at half, and then we'll be back at the end of half. But I know we talked about the first half a little bit, so try to wrap it up at the end of the game and maybe just briefly at the end of the halftime break. So thanks for understanding and your patience. And once again, hope you're enjoying the stream. All right, and I think we might just be about to come back from the break here, and I am just about to finish one of these tasks, so that's good timing. Oh, wait. Oh. Oh. What? Oh. Okay. Not supported. Okay. Okay, good timing. I just now finished what I was working on, and we do actually have a substitution here for Monchengladbach, so maybe an injury sub here as Janška's come off and Zakaria is going to come on here. That is a very interesting substitution for Marco Rose. That is a halftime substitution of a center back. That is something you rarely see, even at youth levels, and in particular in professional football. So I would guess either Janška is feeling something or Marco Rose was really not happy with his performance in the first half. And we did mention a couple times that Romelu Lukaku danced by him pretty easily. So it could be the latter. But in this sort of situation, I would typically still lean to some sort of injury, which is a little unfortunate for him in Monchengladbach. But hopefully Zakaria can be solid here in the second half as we are getting started through Inter Milan. Skriniar all the way back to Handanovic. This one moved to the near side here. Ashley Young, good combination play. Lautaro Martinez has Gagliardini in front of him looking for Lukaku. Good deflection away from Liner. Ooh, and then goes to ground, but does not clip Gagliardini. Young. Bastoni. Into the feet of Brozovic. That's a poor pass to the outside of his foot, but it bounces right back to him. Inter Milan can remain in possession here as it's with Barella. Now Brozovic forced to bring it all the way back here by pressure from Kramer. Poor pass there by Skriniar. It'll give it away to Kramer here. First off, Kramer will find the feet of Wendt. Now it's Zakaria. His first touch will go back to Jan Sommer. Now Zakaria again. Push this one forward. Looks for Wendt. Pressure here from Milan. They can see the space tightening. Good work by Zakaria and Wendt, though, to move it up. But finally, Zakaria's pass intercepted by Darmian. Inter Milan can look to take advantage of this, but instead are just forced back by pressure from Playa. And they'll restart it from their defenders. Brozovic. Barella. This pass by Brozovic deflected by Playa. Now into the feet of Thuram. Has Playa on his left. Will find the run. Stindl getting into the box. Arriving as well as Neuhaus, but the cross a little bit short there. Brozovic settles it down for Skriniar, who will clear it away. Kaku can't hold on to that one, but the pass from Kramer is poor. The ball bouncing around as Young can't take control of it. And finally, Monchengladbach will settle it down, but now a bit of a ambitious pass here across the field from Liner will just be easily seen by Matteo Darmian, and we'll see that one out for a goal kick as Playa comes to pressure. Handanovic getting us started once again. De Vrij has moved it to Handanovic. Now it's with Skriniar. Brozovic. No, another poor pass from Brozovic. That's rare as Kramer picks it out, but Stindl can't connect with Thuram there. It will allow Inter to clear. Good touch by Lautaro Martinez. He has the ball now. Turning forward, but had too many black shirts around him, and Monchengladbach will crowd him out here. It ends up at the feet of Sommer. Ginter. Kramer. Ginter again. Inter Milan pressing high here, trying to make something happen up the pitch and almost turning this one over. Ginter will look inside to Neuhaus. Liner has Losado. Stindl's available, but it will go back to Liner. And now Zakaria. Ginter. Marco Rosa looking on here, must be happy with the way that first half ended. His team started fairly flat, but really picked it up following the half-hour mark and looked much the better side in the last 20 minutes, getting a deserved equalizer there in stoppage time of the first half, courtesy of Alassane Plea, as this one headed away from Thuram by Skriniar. Now up goes Lukaku, but he's going to be flagged for offsides here, and it'll be Monchengladbach with the ball. But despite the poor start they had, Rosa probably had a much more positive halftime talk than Conte did for his side. Though he was the one to make the change, as we see a bunch of Inter players getting warm here on the sidelines, including Ivan Perisic. Sommer under a little bit of pressure from Lukaku, and that's a bit of a poor clearance right to Gagliardini, but his touch is poor. And now Borussia Mönchengladbach have it again. Losado with some room to work. Be forced back by Barella. Looks infield here to Kramer, Stindl, Neuhaus. Good ball into the feet of Stindl. Thuram faced up to with De Vrij. De Vrij does enough to force Thuram wide, but he will pick out Neuhaus. Over to Losado. Ashley Young against him. It's a yard of space. Good sliding challenge by Young there. Will deflect that cross, but it will go out for a corner kick here. I believe this is Mönchengladbach's first corner of the game. Maybe their second. But a couple of the ones in the first half were free kicks that Stindl took. And it will be Stindl on this corner kick. Stindl serving this one in. Headed. Oh, Thuram with a very good opportunity there in the middle of the box to take the lead here from Mönchengladbach and spurns the opportunity. You can see he's in a bit of a wrestling match there with Bastoni in the box, but ends up getting the better of it. He's wide open in the middle of the box, and his header just directed wide there. Bit of a poor effort there from Thuram, and you can see his own frustration with himself. He knows what a decent chance that was. One that you would normally expect to be taken, or at the very least put on target. Mönchengladbach have it again. Can try to come once again. Thuram settling this one down. And it will be adjudged to be unfairly. Looks like he used his hand there. Inter gets us started here. Brozovic. De Vrij. No matter how many times I see him with it, it always looks very weird to me to see Stefan De Vrij with a beard. A lot of us remember him from his babyface days with the Dutch national team in the World Cup of 2014. Now in the box here is a couple Inter players. Lukaku taking a strike. That one deflects. Will go behind for a corner kick. Chance for Inter to now take the lead. A bit of miscommunication there in the defense for Mönchengladbach will allow for that strike. Here is the corner kick, going to be taken by Ashley Young from the near side. Will swing in. Here is the corner. Up towards Lukaku. Good header away by Ginter, and Liner will complete the clearance here. Plea goes up for it. Will be Inter in possession. It's Young setting himself. Brozovic. Brozovic again. Just taking a look back at the chance for Lukaku. Well, it looks like it came off a finger. Oh, mistake here. Turnover for Inter Milan. Driving forward is Plea. Looking for Thuram. That one deflected and almost ends up in the back of De Vrij's own net, but instead will be a corner kick here. Take a look at the replay here as Plea drives forward, tries to find the run of Thuram, and De Vrij gets his foot stuck in there. It's not, in the end, too close to his own net, but definitely a bit of a desperate lunge there from De Vrij. Always dangerous when that ball ends up headed towards in the direction of your own net. And it will be Stindl from the far corner this time around. Here is Stindl. Swinging this one in. Back post. Playa's being held onto there by Skriniar, but the foul actually going to go against Playa. Must have been some hustle and bustle prior to that last part of that challenge. So Playa will be the guilty party here. Inter will get us started. It is Skriniar. Not seeing any options. We'll go back to Handanovic. Good work in and around the box here by Inter. They've picked up Brozovic, and he's advanced them up the pitch. Good ball out to Bastoni. He looks infield for Martinez. Verdini back to Brozovic. Now Barella. Good pass for Darmian. His first time cross is blocked, and it's picked up by Alessandro Playa. His attempted pass there for Vent is poor, and it will go out for a throw-in. Now this one's sent all the way back to Stefan de Vrij. Shift this one over to the near side. Look for the feet of Martinez. Battling there from Martinez, but eventually loses out. It's still with Inter, though, as Martinez is down on the ground in a heap. Zach wildly gesticulating to the referee here. Rolling around on the turf. Take a look at what happened here. So he reaches for this one, gets a bit of a poor touch, and then in comes Liner. It's a pretty clean challenge. Then you see Thuram actually gets stamped on there. I mean, this is a clean challenge from Liner, but the follow-through just hits Lautaro Martinez right in the ankle. This one definitely hurts. I'm not sure exactly how much. Martinez is getting attended here, still writhing in pain here on the ground. Magic spray is out. The player is being readied here, just in case Martinez cannot continue. You can see the smoke coming from the magic spray just on the top of the turf here. Martinez will finally get back to his feet. Bit of a leggy first step there. Definitely hobbling here as it's Ashraf Hakimi being prepared here for Inter Milan. Now getting it started again is Monchengladbach. Martinez has rejoined the pitch here. Still a little bit hobbled there, but you can see his pace coming back to him as he jogs that one off. Zakaria back to Sommer. Zakaria again. Good play here. Ooh, excellent combination play, but that last pass just not close enough to the onrushing Ventus. De Vrij intervenes. Complaints here from Inter, but deemed to be a good challenge by the referee. On to Lukaku here. Now Thuram, the other side, rides one challenge, rides two, gets tripped. It's going to be a free kick here to Monchengladbach and potentially a yellow card. It will be for Stefan de Vrij. Excellent work here by Thuram. You can see using his strength there, rides a challenge, shoves a would-be tackler on, and then good little shift of the body there, draws the contact. It's a clear foul and a yellow card for Stefan de Vrij. So opportunity here. This one is pretty far out here. It's about 30 yards from goal here. Monchengladbach looks set up to take a strike here. Hinter, Playa standing over it. Stindl as well. Playa striking, blocked. Good rush forward there by Brozovic off the wall. It's attempting a little bit of a setup for Playa. And here does come Hakimi. And it will be Darmian, the goal scorer, who will be withdrawn here. Take a look back at that strike from him in the 16th minute. This laces right through that one. You can see how cleanly struck that ball is as it sails through Sommer's legs. And it is Achraf Hakimi who is onto the pitch here. Came to Inter after a successful spell with Dortmund. This one moved forward here by Inter. Now here is Thuram, still riding a couple challenges. Will go down, but this time will not get the sympathy of the referee. Brozovic. This one moved forward by Barella, but it's deflected off Ginter. Now a long throw in into the feet of Lukaku. Holds this one up well, but poked away from him well by Zakaria. It's a throw in again for Inter. Inter need a win here to stay alive in this group. Sitting on 3 points. Both Shakhtar and Real Madrid on 7. Monchengladbach on 9. Good flick on here for Lukaku. Gets to Barella, who finds Bastoni. Gagliardini. Young. Bastoni. Brozovic going to shift this one to the right. Now it's out with Hakimi. Barella's attempted pass is deflected. Hinter uses his body well initially, but then cannot keep it in play. It's a little frustrated swing at the ball and ends up accidentally kicking it off. The referee quickly apologizes to him. Certainly don't want the assistant referee on, or want to be on the bad side of the assistant referee. As Inter have restarted this, and it's Stefan de Vrij. Back over to Brozovic. Now Hakimi. Driving inside, rides the challenge there of, I believe, Vent. The attempted cross blocked by Ginter. Barella gets a cross away, but Zakaria is there to knock this one out for a throw-in. Now the throw-in comes back to Brozovic. Going to head all the way back to de Vrij. Skriniar. De Vrij. Bastoni. Clipping this one in towards Lukaku. Held up well from Martinez. Shifts onto his right foot. Strikes off the post. Comes back out here to Barella. He's going to shoot. That one's going to be blocked there by Vent. Up goes Playa. It's still Inter in possession here. Thuram will foul Skriniar. Play will be allowed to continue here. It's not really an advantageous position where Skriniar got fouled, but great strike from Lautaro Martinez, just inches away from going in there as it hits the right-hand post. Comes back out, much to the relief of Jan Sommer and the rest of Monchengladbach. Brozovic moves it over to Skriniar. De Vrij. Hakimi. That's a poor pass. Intercepted by Neuhaus. Here comes Kramer. Looks out to the left, has Vent. Leaves it for Neuhaus. Gonna shoot this one. That took a deflection. Not exactly sure off who. Looks like it will be a corner kick here for Monchengladbach. And Stindl will pick this one up. We take a look at the replay here as Bastoni lays this one into Lukaku. It's great hold-up play. He chests it down. First time for Lautaro Martinez. Takes one touch. Sets himself. Strikes it to the back post. He has Jan Sommer absolutely rooted to the spot. And he's saved by his right-hand post. Bounces out to Barella, who cannot get the strike on target. It's blocked away by Vent. Great chance for Inter to retake the lead here on 60 minutes. Here is the ensuing corner kick. This one swung into the box. Up goes Handanovic. He will collect that one easily. Now assessing his options here. We'll roll it out to the right-hand side. It's Skriniar. And De Vrij. Bastoni. Clipping this one forward. That one just going to go over the head of Lukaku and will be easily collected by Jan Sommer. He'll roll this one out into the feet of Neuhaus. A little bit of room for Neuhaus. He finds Thuram, who's under pressure here. He's going to lose out there to the challenge of Gagliardini. Now coming forward is Lukaku. A lot of black shirts around him. It's Zakaria with him. Shoves him off. Strikes and scores! Romelu Lukaku restores the lead for Inter Milan in the 64th minute of play. And now they have the chance that they've been looking for to remain viable in this group. Inter Milan just need to hold on for another 25 minutes here tonight, and Antonio Conte pumps his fist as Romelu Lukaku restores the hopes of this Italian side in the Champions League. You can see Thuram lose out here, and Romelu Lukaku just bullies Zakaria, gives a little bit of a shove off with his left hand here. You can see battling him here, gets that little bit of a shove, just to set enough room to take the strike with his right foot. It goes through the legs of Zakaria and into the bottom left corner there. Jan Sommer not really with a good opportunity to save that one. And great work once again from Lukaku. And he's put his side ahead once again here and kept their Champions League hopes potentially alive for another day. Getting restarted here on Monchengladbach now with another deficit to overturn. So it comes out to Liner. So the change for Jansch by Marco Rosa, maybe not paying off here. Zakaria looked to be defending it all right, but sort of got bullied at the end of the play by Lukaku. So using his body and his arm to get the necessary space to get that strike away. This one comes into the feet of Thuram. Bit of a poor pass there, but Neuhaus can do the best he can, trying to keep possession here on Monchengladbach. They will do so as it bounces off of Skriniar. Neuhaus moving it forward again. Out to Wendt. Sorry, this is Ginter. Zakaria. Neuhaus going to spray this one out to Lasado. Looks in field. Good 1-2 with Stindl. In a foot race with Young. Young will slide and knock that one out of play. Good defending there by the Englishman. Lasado will be back on this one. Now Zakaria will shift it over to Ginter. Wendt. Wendt again. Play as attempted pass there, bouncing off a couple of people, but comes right back to him. And now a foul called on Lars Stindl as he blocks off the retreating Gagliardini, I believe. Tried to feign innocence there, but it did look... Yeah, it did. I was going to say, it did look as if Stindl knew exactly what he was doing there. I do have to say, looking back at the build-up to the goal there, the more I see that challenge from Gagliardini on Thuram, it does look more and more like a foul, but nevertheless, there was no review. The referee didn't seem to think so either. And we saw what Lukaku did, and here's Lukaku and Zakaria again. This time, Zakaria battling a little bit better. He now has the better positioning and will keep that one in play. So well defended this time, but the outlet pass cannot connect with Thuram. Looks like there will be a foul called here for Monchengladbach. He will start it quickly here, laying it back to Jan Sommer. Substitution getting ready here on the sideline. There's an attacking one for Marco Rosa. This Embolo being prepared here. Good pass from Liner into the feet of Stindl. He'll shift the play over to Vent. Good opportunity for Vent to cross here. He will look to cross, but that one blocked away by Hakimi. But that will allow Embolo to come in here. We'll have 20 minutes to try to make the impact on the match, and it will be Lars Stindl coming off as he tires, also sitting on a yellow card. So Briel Embolo will come on for Lars Stindl. We'll see what the formation change potentially is here. Looks like Embolo may just be a like-for-like switch there. Neuhaus. Vent. Neuhaus again. Clipped long here. Out comes Handanovic, punching over his own player. That one shot back on target by Christoph Kramer, but headed away by the defense of Inter Milan. And now Lukaku with some room to work has Lautaro Martinez to his left. He will find Martinez. One-on-one with Liner. Shifts inside. Rides one challenge. Oh, that's a great challenge by Neuhaus, and he's tripped up there by Hakimi. Going to be a yellow card here for Borussia, who kicked the ball away. And we'll also be getting a sub here for Inter Milan. It is Alexis Sanchez, the fourth of the former Man United contingency to play here tonight. Ashley Young, Romelu Lukaku, Matteo Darmian, and now Alexis Sanchez. And he will come on for Lautaro Martinez. May still be struggling after getting clipped in that challenge with Liner. Monchengladbach getting us started here again. Zakaria sends it back to Sommer. Sommer clipping this one out to Vent. Good chest down, but good pressure there from Inter. Will win the ball back. Hakimi. Barella cuts that one back. Skriniar. Young going to go long here, looking for Lukaku, but Zakaria heads away. Good work by Playa there. He's clipped at the back end of the play. Neuhaus looking for a very tight pass there to Embolo, but that one blocked away by multiple Inter players. Good hold-up play once again by Lukaku. He's able to turn, but that one poked off of him by Kramer. Thuram pressuring here as Skriniar has it. Now Brozovic. Good touch there by Alexis Sanchez. Looks in behind here for the running Hakimi. He's found Lukaku wide open. He scores! Romelu Lukaku, razor sharp here tonight, scores his second goal. Inter lead 3-1 courtesy of the Belgian. And what a vicious attack here for Inter Milan. 1 second they're at their own defense. The next they're scoring 40 yards away. It only takes 3 passes to do it too. Starts here with Skriniar. Comes into Brozovic. He looks infield. It's Alexis Sanchez's first touch and a beautiful ball in behind Oscar Wendt. Great work here by Hakimi. It's a perfect ball across to Romelu Lukaku. The weight of it doesn't even require him to take a second touch, and he buries it into the left-hand side of the goal with that first touch. And with that, Inter lead 3-1. Jan Sommer actually gets fairly close to it, but at that distance, with that power, you just can't ask the goalkeeper to do too much. And Inter have been clinical with their chances here in the second half. And they now have what looks to be an insurmountable lead here with just 16 minutes left to play. And that should do the trick to keep their hopes in the Champions League alive in this group. Gagliardini now is upended by Liner, who will receive a yellow card for his troubles. Referee going to go check on Gagliardini really quickly here. Looking for the overlap of Alexis here. Yeah, just a pretty audacious challenge here from Liner. Definitely deserving of a yellow card. Was never going to get that ball away from Gagliardini. Now it's Inter once again. Brozovic. Good turn here from Sanchez. Clip this one out to Barella. Skriniar back to Brozovic. Brozovic again, being chased back here by pressure from Thuram. Bastoni. Young. Under pressure from Liner. Does pick out Gagliardini. Good layoff here by Lukaku. It's Sanchez. Driving by Neuhaus. Good challenge there from Neuhaus. And now in behind is Playa. Driving into the box. He strikes it. He scores! It's 3-2. What a match we're seeing here today between Monchengladbach and Inter Milan. And just when Inter Milan thought they would be safe, just when they thought they would be able to come back in this group, just like that, the turnover from Alexis Sanchez, it's 3-2, and the hope is restored for Monchengladbach. Great tackle by Neuhaus, takes this one away from Sanchez. It's a quick ball played by Thuram. Playa drives in the box, and he makes no mistake with this finish, pinging it in off the inside of the left-hand post there. It's an absolutely clinical counterattack off the mistake from Alexis Sanchez, and the man who set up the goal at the other end is responsible for the turnover that makes it 3-2, and Monchengladbach are within striking distance once again, and they still have 15 minutes to go here, although there is a goal check happening at the moment. We will see if Playa is offsides. Check still going on here as we take over to the 76th minute, but no, Playa is onside. The check is complete. The goal will stand, and Monchengladbach, just minutes after falling behind 3-1, find themselves right back into the match. But here's Lukaku putting it forward through Alexis Sanchez. He's into the box. It's back towards Lukaku. It's an own goal. Oh no, I can't believe it. How has Ashley Young not put that one into the net? Great work here by Lukaku. Once again, he springs Alexis Sanchez in the box. Zakaria challenge isn't good enough. And oh my word, this one bounces off of Ginter, off of Liner, then somehow Ashley Young, literally standing on the goal line, swings and misses, and the ball is cleared away. An unbelievable miss here from Ashley Young after great work by his teammates. This is certainly going to be a foul here on Thuram. He's actually offsides, and a substitution going to be made. For Monchengladbach here. It will be Oscar Wendt sacrificed here for Hannes Wolf. So an attacking substitution made by Marco Rosa. He is going to chase this game. I think it's fair to do so here, of course. 13 minutes remaining. Both times that Monchengladbach have, well, twice when Monchengladbach have fallen behind to a goal, they have come right back to score. And they will have their belief restored once again, the belief that they can go and level this match at 3. So Inter will be looking to put the lead back to 2 here as a cross from Barella is headed away by Zakaria, but will be a corner kick for Inter Milan. And what a frenetic match we have had here in the second half. 2 goals for Inter, both provided by Romelu Lukaku. The first, an excellent solo run after being set up by one of his teammates, bullying Zakaria, burying it into the bottom left corner with his right foot. And then the second one, a beautiful setup from Alexis Sanchez and Akraf Hakimi, which he finished first time with his left, but right after that, a clinical counterattack from Monchengladbach gave us our second goal for them as the corner comes in, headed down, comes back out to Brozovic. He'll look on the ground. It's a poor clearance from Embolo, but it is enough to quell the danger for the moment as Gagliardini back on top of it. He will attempt to cross. Lazaro blocks that one away. Still with Gagliardini. Tries to knock it off of Wolf, but now Monchengladbach have it back. Breel Embolo going to move this one out. Good pass into the feet of Liner. He has play and support. He will find play. He's going to be tripped in midfield. Play will also be fouled here, and the referee will show a yellow card here to Ashley Young. Take a look at the replay for this one. Player just sticks his body in. Yeah, Young clips the heel there. We'll get a yellow card for that challenge. But it has been a lot of possession for Monchengladbach in this half. Inter have mostly just been very efficient with the chances coming to them. And it has been an excellent performance by Lukaku here today. But here come Gladbach once again. Embolo moving this out to Thuram. Has some support on the left from Wolf. Outside of the foot cross. Neuhaus can't quite get there before De Vrij. Good work by Kramer to keep possession. Lasato on the far side. Clipping this one into the box. Out comes Handanovic. He's going to go over the top of Playa. And he will catch that one. 79 minutes here, just ticking over to 80. 10 minutes plus stoppage time remaining for Monchengladbach to try to find the equalizer. 2 goals from Alassane Playa. The first in stoppage time of the first half. The second one coming just recently off that counterattack when Sanchez was turned over. Good challenge by Zakaria here. Will rob possession from Lukaku. He's claiming a foul here, but it looked to be all ball. Looks like he actually tripped over the ball. Zakaria's remained down on the pitch, so Jan Sommer will put it out here so that he can be treated. It is a good challenge there by Zakaria, and then he just gets absolutely run over by Lukaku. It's not Lukaku's fault. He's just lost his balance there as the challenge came through. You can also see he's clipped the heel of Zakaria, and he gets a nice kick on the back of the head for his troubles. But it is good defending in the end by him. And it will be Monchengladbach in possession once he is either healthy or ready to go or substituted. So we look back on the goal here for Playa. Sanchez robbed by Neuhaus. Thuram sees it, and yeah, pretty clearly on sides there when we see the line. So excellent work by Playa, and this is just very clinical from him. Sets himself nicely. You can see that little touch he takes with the outside of his right foot to get the right shooting angle. And very surprised. Oh, wow, look at that. As we look back at the last chance that Ashley Young had to put the game away, that skipped away from him, you can see that Alexis Sanchez actually got clipped by Zakaria and didn't go down in the box. Instead, tried to carry on. Very honest there, thinking that he could find a square pass and get the goal anyway. Definitely believe he could have gone down under the contact. But regardless, it does remain 3-2 here. Inter still trying to win this match. They must do so to save their Champions League lives here. 4 points will not be enough. Good turn here from Breel Embolo. Looking in between the legs here. It's Wolf. Going to shift it out to Playa. Has Liner. Cross back to Playa for the hat trick. Looking for the strike. He lets it go. He scores! Alassane Playa has done it. It's his hat trick, and it's all level at 3 here in the 83rd minute. What a game we're watching here today. Alassane Playa has a hat trick on 83 minutes. We've seen 6 goals, and there's still 7 minutes to play. Great move here from Breel Embolo. It's shifted on to Liner. Playa sets himself as it comes back from Liner. He shoots. The question is Embolo offsides? He jumps out of the way of it either way. Here's the strike from Playa. You can see he drives it into the turf, gets a good curl on it. Embolo gets out of the way. Here is the review. You have to say Embolo doesn't look involved at all. It's hard to say he's impeding the vision of Handanovic. I'd be very surprised if this one came back. But it could very well. We have seen tighter calls be called back. We've seen wrong calls from VAR. And this is huge for Inter Milan. And the referee is going to go take a look here. So running off to the sideline will be the center referee here. He's going to take a look for himself and decide. We're going to get a good look at the replay here. His left leg is just barely offsides, it looks like. As is Thuram's. Here is the referee. Good goal. No, it has been disallowed. He didn't actually make the signal. What a strange... The referee handling this one very strangely. He never actually made a VAR symbol there, but he has overturned the call. The goal will not stand. Briolambolo is deemed to be offsides and interfering with Handanovic, and Marco Rose will get a yellow card for his troubles yelling across the field. It's actually a yellow card for the Inter coaching staff here. And here is the yellow card for Rosa. Absolute madness here in Germany today. Alassane Playa's second hat trick of the Champions League group stages is disallowed here for offsides on Briolambolo, deemed to have interfered with Handanovic's ability to save that one. And it remains a 3-2 lead for Inter, who are still hanging on to their Champions League lives by a thread. Once again, a draw is not good enough for them. They must win here to stay alive. So 5 minutes remaining in regulation, and I'm sure we will have 6 to 7 minutes of stoppage time. And what a game we are watching here today. Great attacking play, great individual performances, and high drama here in the late stages. These two teams fight in such a critical match here in the group, following Shakhtar's dramatic second victory over Real Madrid earlier in the day. And it will be Ivan Perisic going to be coming on here for Ashley Young. Don't take your eyes off this one, ladies and gentlemen. We could have anything happen here in the last 6 minutes the way this game is going. And Borussia Monchengladbach must have a ton of belief and also a ton of fury here. So they had their third goal, their equalizer, called back now. You could feel it coming once again. It's a good cutback here from Liner. Playa takes a touch here to set himself, gets a good curl on the ball. You can see Mbolo just jump out of the way. Handanovic doesn't even dive at it. And it's just his left leg there, barely offsides past Hakimi. And the referee has deemed that he has impeded Handanovic's ability to save it. Now here is Lukaku chasing down this long clearance, defended by Zakaria. He has seemed to have Zakaria's number here this afternoon after Zakaria was subbed on at half for Jansch, who Lukaku had also been dominating. Back heel from Lukaku here will come off a Gladbach player, and we'll go out for a throw in here. 2 minutes remaining in regulation. We will still have 7, potentially 8 minutes of stoppage time as a foul going to be called here on Thuram. Lukaku's gone to ground, and it will Be a good free kick opportunity here for Inter. If Inter can score, they will certainly put this one out of touching distance, you would imagine. That being said, I have said that before, as Lukaku gets a yellow card for time wasting. And right after I said that, we saw the second goal come through for Gladbach. It'll be Brozovic over this one. He's going to clip this one into Sanchez. Brozovic shooting. That one nowhere near the goal here. It'll roll out for a... Oh, it's actually taking a deflection. It'll be a corner kick here. So we are in the 90th minute of play here. Goals for Inter. Darmian, 17th minute. Lukaku in the 64th and 73rd. 2 goals by Alassane Plea. But of course, the third one he scored just recently in the 84th. Called back for the offsides on Breel and Bolo after the VAR review. Here is Sanchez. Short corner taken out to Brozovic. Now over to Barella. Perisic clipping this one in. Headed away by Ginter. Oh, here is Bastoni. Here's Lukaku for the hat trick, but can't get his leg over that one. It sails over the bar, but the flag was raised anyway, as it looked like there were multiple Inter players who had crossed the offside line here. You can see Sanchez certainly offsides. Bastoni's actually on, but Lukaku's certainly offsides there. Now a free kick here against Gagliardini, who will get a yellow card for his dissent. You can feel the tension here. You can feel how much this means to all the players. Every challenge now met with vociferous roars from both sides. Yellow cards flying left and right here as there are 6 minutes of stoppage time in this one. And Gagliardini joins multiple of his teammates and Gladbach players in the referee's book. Liner up the line here towards Wolf. He'll keep this one in. He looks inside for Liner. Deflected away. This one will bounce out of play for a Gladbach throw. See, here's the challenge, and did look to get a bit of the ball. Here's the cross. This one easily handled by Handanovic. We'll be able to take some time off the clock here. 5 minutes remaining for Borussia Monchengladbach. Handanovic will lob this one out. Collected by Barella. Poor pass will be intercepted by Lazaro. Good sliding challenge will win it back from Barella. Good move here by Hakimi. Looks inside for Sanchez. Looking for Lukaku. It's hat trick on the line here. Lazaro pokes it away from him at the critical moment. Good ball out for Kramer. Here's Mbolo driving forward. Has the support of Thuram. Alone against Skriniar, gets around him inside the box, and Bolo driving inside, a sliding challenge, and Brozovic does enough here to take it away from Mbolo. Sanchez cuts around Zakaria, has no support whatsoever. He's just looking for a foul. He won't get it. Zakaria. Thuram. Oh, that's a poor pass from Thuram, intercepted here by Barella. Brozovic. Inter just looking to hold possession, but Hakimi will go long, and I don't think his teammates will be very happy about that, as this is easily handled by Monchengladbach. And now they have possession once again. Here's Losado. Liner. Kramer. Driving forward. Neuhaus. And Bolo claims a handball, but nothing from the referee as Wolf knocks it back to Zakaria. Liner. Looking for a ball in behind, but that one intercepted by Bastoni, who's now driving forward. Looking for an option. May try to draw a foul here. Good challenge here from Plea. Bastoni remains on the ball. Still no foul from the Monchengladbach players, and Bastoni will be able to escape. Will draw the free kick. Excellent work there by Bastoni. He's done very well to keep the ball on that left-hand side there. Just a little bit of a drag back from Playa there. As soon as he feels it, Bastoni goes to ground. He knows he can get away with that one. He knows it is a foul. 2 minutes remaining in stoppage time here. Launched forward by Handanovic. Kept in play there by Bastoni. Well done. Gagliardini inside. Ooh, here's good work by Wolf. He's dragged back by Bastoni. Certainly a yellow card for him. And a free kick opportunity for Monchengladbach. It's Lasada standing over this one. Lasado. Here comes the goalkeeper, Sommer. Clipping this forward into the box. Flicked on there by Bastoni. It's going to go out for a corner kick if Hinter can protect it, but great work by Gagliardini. We'll get it out for a throw-in. Quick throw-in. Poor control here. It's going to be a foul on Playa for sure. And a yellow card for him as well. Very risky challenge from him. Just a minute remaining here in stoppage time as we take a look at that VAR review. Just offsides is Mbolo's left foot. And the referee has deemed that he has impeded Handanovic's ability to save the shot from Playa. Handanovic clearing his lines. 20 seconds remaining in stoppage time here. Headed forward by Gladbach. They need to get possession. Flicked on. And Mbolo tries to get there. Bastoni launches it away. Throw in taken to Sommer. Going to get pressured here by Sanchez. He'll be forced into a quick clearance here. Headed forward. Good tackle here by Neuhaus. And it's not enough. Inter have done it. They have kept themselves in the Champions League. Lukaku runs off the pitch screaming here as this is a massive win for Inter Milan over Monchengladbach. What a match we've watched here tonight. 10 yellow cards, 5 goals, and a 6 called back in the 84th minute for offsides on a VAR review. Monchengladbach remain at the top of the group with 9 points. But Inter have given themselves a lifeline. They will now be on 6 points, just a point behind Shakhtar and Real Madrid going into the final week, the final match week of Group B. What a game. What a day we've witnessed. What a performance from Lukaku and Playa. My word, this has been a fantastic match. Alrighty, let's talk through some of the players here. I'm going to go a little quickly because I need to get back to work. But holy crap, guys. That was a crazy match. That was so much fun. I probably blew up my mic a little bit on the Playa third goal that got called back. I saw it flashing a little bit red there. Oh, and Neuhaus and Barella getting into it right at the end there. So Sommer, 5.2. Yeah, I think that's probably fair. He made one good save, but obviously got megged for Darmian's goal. Don't think he could have done much about either of the Lukaku goals, but just wasn't that sharp. The one chance he could have saved, obviously didn't even make much of an effort at it. I think you give 5 to 5.5. Vent, I think 6.5 is fine. Hinter, 6 is fine. Janška should get a 5. He got absolutely torched by Lukaku multiple times. And I don't know if it's an injury or that gets him hooked at half. But, yeah, not great. I'm going to give him a 5. Liner, a 6 is fine. I think he was okay. Not great. He would do better if he gets the assist for Playa's third goal. But that didn't happen. Neuhaus, I'll give him a 7. Thought he was solid. Robbed Sanchez of possession. Rob's Sanchez of possession there is pretty strong. Dropped in deep to try to connect the play when they were struggling in the first half. I thought it was good. I thought Kramer gets a 6. I think it was super average, not very involved. Lazaro, I would give a 7.5. He gets an assist for a couple of the goals, I believe. He gets an assist for one of the goals and was pretty sharp, I would say, throughout the evening. That's that cross for the first half one. Thuram would give a 7. A little bit ephemeral at the beginning of the first half. Got better as the first half wore on. And it was okay in the second half. Obviously gets the assist for the goal for Playa. So I do think he'll get a 7. Stindl, I'd give a 6.5. I don't think he was great. I think Play obviously gets that 8.5. He's got 2 goals. He was really clinical and grew in influence over the match. Substitution, Zakaria probably gets a 5.5 for getting a little bit bullied by Lukaku. And then let's see, Embolo 6, and I would give Wolf a 6. He just came on late. And then for Inter Milan's, Handanovic, probably a 6, maybe 6.5, generous, but made 3 saves in the first half that were decent. One of them was good, but wasn't asked to do a whole lot. He couldn't do anything about either player's goals. So I think just a 6, maybe a 6.5, maybe. Skriniar, probably a 6. I don't think he was super great. I think he was good in the first half for the start of it, but the whole defense struggled as time went on. I don't think DeVry gets a 7. I think he's a 6.5. He didn't do anything to my eyes that was great. Bastoni, same. I'd say a 6. Darmian gets a 7.5. He scores the goal. He looked fairly effective in the first half, and then maybe just waned and got tired in the second half, which is why I was withdrawn. Ashley Young gets a 6. Didn't really do much. Just 6 performance, whatever. Barella, I would give him a 7. Thought he was influential. Thought he popped up a lot, helped keep possession. Brozovic, I think an 8's fair. Thought he was super influential for them. Obviously has an assist as well. Gagliardini, 8. I think 7.5 actually. He's probably a little worse off than Brozovic. So 7.5 for him, 8 for Brozovic, 7 for Barella. Lukaku gets a 9. I thought Lukaku was excellent today. Hold-up play was good. Was strong. Was efficient with his passing. Obviously efficient scoring. Martinez gets 6.5 probably. And then the substitutes for them, Sanchez gets 6.5. He gets that great pass in for Hakimi. Well, I guess you give him a 6 because he didn't get the assist. Hakimi gets a 7 because the assist. Congratulations. And Perisic wasn't on for long enough. So great win for Inter. What a game today. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did, but I'm going to hop off, get back to work. Thanks everyone who tuned in, and hope you enjoyed the stream, and hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.